Hello there, I'm Richard Hurstwood. About 30 years ago, I decided to put fibre optics into multi-sensory rooms. This kind of thing. Except they were a little bit different. They were called Psychologics, and at the time they were revolutionary, also extremely expensive. But you know, these days people want to make sensory rooms at home, and maybe you don't want to spend hundreds or sometimes thousands of pounds on a really nice set of professional fibre optics. So something like this can work really well. Priced at about £10, $15, these are really affordable for use at home. And the nice thing about them is they're not just visual. Your brain is really interested in movement because movement might affect you. So we can move these lights to keep the visual interest there for somebody who may have a visual impairment or CVI or even autism. So movement is a big thing with these. When we talk about movement, we're not just talking about moving like that. We can also bunch these things up together and we can create quite a bright tracking light. If we're tracking, we're going from left to right or right to left. Or of course, don't forget, around, up, down, diagonally, wherever you want. But if you're doing tracking with these, make sure the learner sees and make sure they track it across. So the visual side of these is really good, but there's something else. When you see things, you generally want to touch it. So with these, they're really quite safe to touch. And they're fairly safe if they go into your face. So they are very tactile. So these can be great just for tactile awareness. You know, if somebody is tactile defensive, it can be nice just to let them watch these and just maybe touch one of the strands and just explore one of them. This can really help our hand-eye coordination. In other words, knowing where your hand is in space and being able to see figure ground. That means being able to see something that's there, and if you haven't got a cluttered background behind you, then you can really focus on, in this case, the fibre optics. So make it touchy-feely. Let somebody grab this. If you bite it, then it's not glass, it's plastic. So you need to get it out of the mouth, but it's not going to be extremely dangerous. It's a lovely effect. And for the money, I think these are absolutely fantastic. As I said, colour change ones, standard colour ones, and rather controversially, you can buy fibre optic whips. I found these, what were they, around £30–40 on Amazon, which are absolutely brilliant. I've got to get some of those. So if you're looking for a cheap alternative to expensive fibre optics, why not get yourself on Amazon, get yourself on eBay, get yourself down to B&M Bargains, anywhere, Costco, all sorts of places sell these, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Fibre optics. Join us in a new way to learn about autism, visual impairments, hearing loss, sensory stories, difficult behaviour, and how to make a sensory classroom and how to design a sensory room. And there's lots more content on the way.